Why hello there, AppleandApps.com here. We're checking out Monster Adventures, which is the latest game from Foursaken Media, who makes some really deluxe iOS games, whether it's Block Fortress, Bug Heroes, or Heroes and Castles. And with Monster Adventures, it's all about your monster. As you can see, he's just this little blue guy, kind of reminiscent of that Jurassic Park DNA strain, but you can outfit him with different looks. You know, these are different heads, so let's try that one. A little wing action, and some tiger arms, and these magma rock-based boots. So now we have this whole completely different outfitted monster, which lets us go into the Meadowlands to advance our monster even more. So the game, it's a lot like Pokemon combined with some elements of Zelda. So we showed you that Pokemon style, and there's also the ability to catch. So say I get this net out, so, and I caught one of these little fuzzy guys, and you're going to use them to enhance your monster. So for instance, those green gobs right there that we just destroyed, you can collect them, and we've collected enough because we're a considerable way into the game. So that way we now have these extra special abilities. So right now this is just a regular special attack, but if on the right corner or the right side of the screen you can see I have these different menu options. So I can create a little green blob monster based on my previous collecting of the blob monster. Before you do collect some monsters, you kind of got to beat them down a little bit so they're weak enough to be caught. Like this little red guy right here. He was destroyed too quickly. It's cool to have this monster we have right here. And then there's the deluxe 3D graphics that Foursaken is known for. So cut that blue blob guy, another one of these green blobs. And so our goal right now is to make it through to get to a more challenging section deeper in the Meadowland to essentially come across more advanced enemies. So again, continually upgrade your monster so you can then find newer abilities. It's a continuous cycle like that. There's hours in the single player campaign, which gives you the monster creation with an action RPG. Okay, got some more fuzzies. Let's use this magical power right here. Into the meadows, and now we'll come across stranger enemies. This charger guy right here. Oh, I destroyed him too quickly. So you get one hit in and catch him. Excellent. So that guy will help us improve and get a new special ability as we go. Speaking of which, if you go into the pause menu, look at all these different locks. These are all special abilities you can unlock based on collecting these different creatures in the meadows. So that's what's going to keep enticing you to battle through. And again, you have the ranged attack as well as the up close attack. Set up with dual stick controls. You can see movements in the bottom left and then you have an attack button on the right. And so that's the main exploring portion of the game. You also have access to boss battles, though we're not necessarily prepared for one. But we can show you how to get annihilated by a boss. Might as well. So look at this huge, oh my god, spidey thing we got. No shot. Fun. So say for instance I go to battle like that. We do have access to upgradable items like this apple to restore health. Still don't think we can. This guy can burrow as well. And if you lose while you're out here in the meadows, anything that you collected isn't saved, so that's worth noting. Like I said, that is what happens. But it's okay, because then your monster just has to replenish health. But also, going back into the village, there's essences, which are what I showed you right at the top. So they cost 250 coins, you earn coins as you go. And say you buy it, then when you go into your monster view, I can switch out. Say I'm tired of this bird aspect, I can put in what I just bought. This little stone one, because that's who we just came across. So it lets you kind of mix and match what you want to focus on. Do you want to focus on your health or your attack power, all that kind of good stuff, so you can customize the monster however you see fit. So let's use the face. Excellent. Okay. And then there's also access to co-op style as well as head-to-head. So this lets you connect with friends or random players. So that's another choice. And then you can grow fruits, which you can use. And then once you upgrade your character, you can break through those rocks to access somewhere other than the meadow. And when you do collect guys, you come talk to this guy, and he's the one who's going to let you get new special abilities. Like you see, I've got enough blue blobs to unlock these special blob abilities. And so that's what the part of the game is. And then you also have a continuous supply of quests that the mayor gives you. And then, as you see, this one right here, complete Division 1 in the Colosseum. That leads us right over here. So from here you can dive into the Colosseum. You pick your monster, and this lets you give a head-to-head versus battle. So you kind of have that Pokemon exploring type, and then kind of Pokemon arena as well. So as you can see, this guy has some magical abilities. We'll use a blob helper, try ranged attacks. Really, let's get around and just work on this guy. His health is in the upper left. Get him away from his blobs. Just go to work. So that's how you win in the Colosseum. Just go to work on these guys. They can try their special ranged attacks or whatever they like, but we'll just pound through them. So I got a badge, one at the Colosseum.
Hello!
And so now we get a little more story. So it gives you a new task. And this is essentially what you have to expect if you just decide to pick up Monster Adventures for yourself. It's $1.99, it's universal. And this is appleandapps.com. We'll talk to you next time. Barundo!